Chew on This is presented by TotalFishing.com. Let's go.
All right, you guys at home. Isn't that funny? I just started talking to you and the fish are already jumping on the end. I got lots of people asking, hey, Kat, how do you catch this? How do you catch that? And everybody really wants to know, well, how do you catch all those ladyfish and all those other big fish that you use when you're on the show? Well, I usually don't show that, and I think I've been missing the point a little bit. So I want you guys to check this out. We're here on this flat. We're up in the Caloosahatchee River, and we've got fish all over the place. And every cast I get a bite. See, look at that. And it is an absolute blast. Look at this. I lost one. Now I've got another one back on. Check him out. Here he comes. There we go. It's coming up at us. Now, with the ladyfish, if you see, right now I'm just playing around, so I'm not trying to keep them. I'm not trying to use them as bait. So whenever I make casts and I get one on, if I lift my rod tip out of the water and they shake their head, which they kind of look like little tarpon. They remind me of a little tarpon. A lot of people call them a poor man's tarpon. I just like them because they're aggressive fish. So whenever I hold these fish out of the water, when they're coming in, they're able to shake off. They're able to shake the jig right out of their mouths. And since we're doing it West Palm Beach releases, where we don't want to have to touch the fish right now because we're just having fun, this works out great. So if you guys have your kids, or if you're just doing it to have some fun, you want to catch some fish, well, that's a great way to just keep catching without having to spend a lot of time on the fish once you get them to the boat. And right now, come up here, you guys. Come over here, get a little closer. And I want to show you how awesome. Look, look, look. I'm not even casting. They are on me like nobody's business. And I'm using a 7-foot 2-inch rod. It's an airwave rod, and it's real nice, and it's great for this style of fishing. This particular size is, let's see, this one here is for a 1/4 to an ounce size jig, and it's a 10 to 20 pound. I actually like the 10 to 20 pound rods. They're my favorite. Some of my friends like a lighter rod, like a 10 to 17, or a you know, like a 12 to 17, or even smaller than that. Me, on the other hand, I like a little bit stiffer and a little bit harder rod. But watch this. Come on, right up next to me. Come on. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Look at this. Now, when a ladyfish is pulling your drag, it's a good one. There we go. Here it goes. Yeah. Now look at that one. We got that one. The hook came out of it and hooked it in the belly. All right, let me get that off. Are the slimiest things there are. I mean, they're almost as slimy as gaff-top sail cats. Not quite, but close. All right, hey, you guys think I can drop it down right here? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it yet, but I do believe we will be able to get thick enough. We'll be able to get these guys thick enough. So I'm going to lift up the power pole and drift this a little bit. And once we start drifting, we're going to get into them pretty good, pretty thick. Oh, by the way, guys, check out that new power pole we got in the back there. It's the new Signature series from John Oliverio, and it's the cool red one with the red chrome look. And it's got the high-speed pump with it. It's got the remotes and everything, and it really works well doing a lot of the fishing we do. It makes it so we can go out, and when we get on the fish, we can stop without having to make a lot of noise, without having to pull the anchor out. It works great. You guys ought to check them out. You can pick them up at TotalFishing.com. They're a really great accessory to have on your boat. All right, you guys can see we're putting it on them. This is just a blast. 9 out of 10 casts, we catch a fish, which is just great, or we at least get a fish on. And if I use that technique where I've got my rod tip down, look, I already got one hitting it. He's hit it again. Got him. And this is real, you guys. We're not out here making anything happen. We're just in the middle of the river. We got a good bunch of fish around, and they're just laying it into us. Look at that. That's a big one right there. Check them out.
TotalFishing.com. Let's go.